it's Lee, and today I'm going to be making some Christmas cookies. These are my dad's favorite, and they're called Pecan Puffs. I've also heard them called like Mexican wedding cake, tea cakes, or wedding cookies. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to be doubling the recipe, but I'm just going to tell you the single recipe, so that's why it looks like I'm adding more than I am. So you're going to start off with 1 cup of vegetable shortening. I used half of the butter flavor and half of the plain. 1/2 cup of confectioner sugar. And you want to kind of beat these together. Start off slowly or you will make a big mess. Oops, see? I'm making a big mess. And just want to beat that until it's nice and smooth. I mean fluffy. You want to beat it till it's nice and fluffy. Okay. Once you have it nice and fluffy, you want to add 1 teaspoon, of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 1/4 cups all-purpose flour. There we go. And again, you want to just mix this until it's all combined into a nice dough.
Also, you want to make sure to preheat your oven to 375.
Start off slowly. I'm going to scrape down the sides a bit because there's a bunch of shortening up there. I'm going to scrape it down one more time. It's a very thick dough, but that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. Get all this stuff off the sides. And then you're going to add in, now it says to fold these in by hand, but I never do, 3/4 cup of chopped pecans. I just let the mixer do it. And then you just want to keep it going until they are combined thoroughly. It's throwing dough. Hold on. There we go. Alright, it's ready to go. Okay, so here's the dough. And what you want to do is take a little bit of the dough, roll it into a ball about an inch around, an inch in diameter, and place it on a greased or lined cookie sheet, either with one of those nonstick mats or parchment paper. Oops. I'm having a little trouble there. Okay. And one thing I've noticed as I go along, they start to get bigger and bigger, so kind of be careful about that. I mean, I've made them in various sizes. They just take longer to cook, and you want the ones on the tray to be all about the same size. One time I made them really big. I used one of those small cookie scoops, or just the regular size cookie scoop, and made them. They were huge, and they seem to take forever to bake. So I'll be back when I have this tray all filled up, and I'll stick them in the oven. coming along, just a couple more rows, and I'll be ready to put these in the oven.
The oven is preheated to 375 degrees, and you're going to bake them for 10 to 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on them so they don't burn.
While your cookies are baking, you need to set up the next workstation here. You need a container of some sort, you know, I just have a, I don't know what it is, Glad or Ziploc container. And you need a few cups of powdered sugar in there. Then you need either some parchment or tea towel or foil or something under a wire rack, because once they come out, they'll be hot. We're going to roll them around in the powdered sugar and then place them on the rack. And you're going to need the rack because otherwise, the parchment paper, because otherwise you're going to have a huge mess all over your counter. So I'll be back when they're done, and I'll show you how to do this part. Okay, so I've taken them out of the oven, and you can see they'll hold together well, and on the bottom they're lightly brown, but not much. I'm just going to roll it in the sugar while they're hot. I usually do a few at a time, and put it on the rack and let them cool all the way. It's easier to get a spatula, get a few of them, not too many, you don't want to damage them. Put them in, shake them up. My oven keeps beeping. And take them out. Now once these have cooled completely, you'll see that the sugar kind of melts onto them. And once they're completely cooled, we're going to roll them in the powdered sugar again. This is why I said to make sure you put something down to protect your counter just from the mess. Now they're all cooled off, and I'm going to put them back into the powdered sugar, roll them around, and you're done. I'm just going to start putting them in this little container, and I'm going to use these, and give them away as gifts. I would try one for you, but I am allergic to pecans, so I'm not going to be trying one. So there you have it. That's all there is to it. If you like this video or this recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Lee'sHome05. You can find me on Facebook and now on Pinterest, and I will leave the links to those in the description box below. Thanks!